How did that one come together, and what did you see?
Honestly, I didn't. I was on the backside, so I didn't. All I saw was the ball thrown, and then I saw Rico catch the ball and take off. So it was. I mean, that's huge momentum changer. Rico's a baller. He makes plays, and there's a reason he plays. And he, the moment's never too big. And when we needed a stop, when we needed a play, he made that play and completely flipped the momentum. So it's huge.
When you consider kind of where things stood for him in the middle of the last season, I know he had a tough game against Michigan State. How have you seen him sort of shake that off and become a go-to guy in the secondary for you guys?
I mean, he's very steady. There's not many things that can rattle him, and he shows up every day, does his job, takes care of business, and he really is. I want to say a centerpiece for this defense, just because the energy he brings. He's never too high or too low. He's just very consistent, and I love the dude, and he's going to keep doing really good things for us.
You were initially called for targeting. What happened on that play, and did you think that call was going to be overturned?
It was a fourth down, and we needed to get a stop, and the quarterback took off, and I was doing whatever I could to just get there and see what happened. Personally, I didn't think it was going to be. I thought it was going to be overturned. It's part of the game. Guys try to make plays and they try to do whatever they can to win. So it happens. I talked to the quarterback after the game. He's doing good, and he's a talented kid. So I'm glad he's okay. And like I said, it's part of the game.
Defense got off to played well overall, but really got off to a really strong start. What do you think went into that first quarter and a half?
A lot of it, the message is always to start fast, especially with an 11 o'clock kick. We have to come out strong, have to come out fast, and obviously we did that. We made a lot of really good plays, a lot of really good third down stops, and that just, it limits the amount of momentum that Rutgers can get, and it keeps the ball, in our favor, going our way, and that's huge. If we can start that way every game, we're going to be really good.
On the defense, do you feel better about your run defense after today's game than you may have coming in?
Yeah, I was never worried about our run defense. That was never an issue in my mind. And obviously after today, the front showed up. They came out and, they were challenged. We knew that Rutgers wanted to be physical, wanted to get downhill and run the ball on us. And those guys stepped up to the challenge. They took everything the coach threw at them and ran with it. And to hold them to 60-some rushing yards, that's huge. And that's a game changer because that's what they want to do.
Also on top of that, you held Rutgers to 2-12 on third downs. Just what led to that success with the offense that was coming in at moving chains 44% of the time?
A big part of that is, keeping them at third and longs, and not letting them win early. When we can get teams to be playing 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, whatever it may be, it's advantage us. And then the 3rd and shorts, and again, it's a testament to our front guys, our big guys. They came in, showed up, and dominated up front.
I know you guys can't hit your quarterback in practice, but one of the things Tanner's done really well is escape pressure, and he did that a lot today. When you're defending, how challenging is that? What do you think that does to frustrate a defense?
It's exhausting for a defense. You can play so well on the back end, and when the quarterback can just make a play with his legs and be an athlete, it takes a lot of wind out of your sails. And obviously I'm stoked to have Tanner on our side of the ball because he is a great athlete. Great at making something out of nothing. And we saw that a lot today.
Did that athleticism surprise you at all at first? Like when you got into spring ball and saw him doing some of those things?
Yes and no. Obviously I knew he was a good player. I knew he could play ball. But then when you start playing against him and watch the things that he does, it's like, dang, this guy, he's good. He can play. And he's sneaky athletic. Like he can ball, and he steps up to the challenge and rises to the occasion every time.
Talking about the run game, it seemed like y'all were able to tackle well. That led to a lot of short games. What did you see from there? Was that a bigger emphasis of the week? And kind of what did you take away from the tackling?
Yeah, it was a huge emphasis this week. we had to stop Rutgers at running the ball. That's what they want to do. That's what they've prided themselves on this year. And so it was a challenge to the D-line and the linebackers to show up and dominate up front. And they did that. And we tackled really well today, which obviously helps a lot. So it's a lot of gives us a lot of confidence in this whole team, and that when we do what we can do, when we take care of our job, we're going to be really special.
Thanks, Hunter.
Yeah.